Hello. As you can see on my bench, I've got a setup that have a RT-351. Over here I've got my Yaesu, and I've got a field radio that is also an Army radio. Of course, everything I've got terminated to the dummy load, including the Army radio, the Yaesu, and my field Army radio. And on a couple of videos back, I told you that some of this radio operate on the carrier SQUELCH, which is going to open the SQUELCH just by the level of the incoming signal, and some of the radios are operating on the NATO 150 Hz tone SQUELCH. This is the tone that are using mostly the American radios, which is extremely good. I think the PRC-10 is using 150 tone SQUELCH. Also the PRC-77, that's the very common radio that are operating on the SQUELCH 150 tone, and by default you cannot do anything about it. They are designed to be operated that way. And this radio also, when it was on the drawing board, it was made to be operated on the 150 tone SQUELCH, but I think many of the army units by the British Army don't want to use that SQUELCH, so they have a built-in generator that's creating a 160 Hz signal, and that signal is then applied to the SQUELCH circuitry, and there are like faking having a 150 tone signal. So if you would like to change the radio that you cannot receive signal without 150 Hz tone, then you have to inject 160 Hz tone from this module, and then your SQUELCH is going to be operated just like the only carrier SQUELCH. So it will be like a fake 160 Hz. That's because when we would like to inject only 150 Hz, then everything will be going fine if the incoming signal from the input does not have any tone. But if it will have a 150 tone from the Army radio, then there will be like doubling up when both 150 Hz are going to be received. So they are using this 10 Hz difference to not overlap on top of each other. So let's guess that first of all I'm going to power my radio, and over here we've got a headset. I'm on the Asterix. Over here. And what does it mean? We are disabled the SQUELCH circuitry, and now I can grab my Yaesu. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Radio check, radio check, radio check. As you can hear, my Yaesu is transmitting to the RT-351 without any problem, and I can hear, and I can also talk back to the Yaesu. But when we would like to utilize the built-in SQUELCH circuitry, as you can see, I'm going to go to the loud. I'm pressing the PTT on the Yaesu, and nothing is going to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, radio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, radio check. We know that we are on the same frequency. We know that both of the radio are operating together, because if I press PTT, then my Yaesu is receiving, but the Yaesu cannot transmit back and open the SQUELCH circuitry. So we are interested in these three modules. The module 9 is just a main SQUELCH circuitry, and we are interested in that module only if you would like to adjust the level of the SQUELCH. That will be the overall level when the SQUELCH is going to be opened, and we are going to use that resistor over here, which is signed as a SQUELCH level. We are never going to touch this SQUELCH tune, because then we can mess that, and that will be bad, because that will be for the tone. So we don't want to use that. We can adjust that, because when this radio was used by the army, it have a very low SQUELCH activating level, and from the manual, when I read the manual from the army, it was saying that they, by the intention, have a low level, because that should alert the radio operator that there might be a transmission coming that he was unable to read, but he knows there is traffic, and then he should look for a better place to get the communication, so like going to higher. And over here we've got a two module that are injecting the 160 Hz signal. We are interested in that two resistors that are called modulation. Why there are to this device? Because this radio is divided by the low band and the high band section, so there are distinct two devices, and we have to adjust both of them to the same level. Of course, if we only adjust the one, then like the half of the frequency is going to be utilized. And as you can see over here, I done a very tiny marking over here and over here, and this is something that you would like to do at the beginning. You would like to take a flashlight, look inside, and check what's the actual value, and you would like to sharpen this value over here, just in case you would like to go back. If something will stop working, then you know where it was set by the factory. I saw on the internet like a field service manual, and it described how the army lab should to calibrate that, but we are not going to follow that, because when we would like to just remove the SQUELCH, then that is extremely easy, because we just would like to stop injecting that signal, and that will basically stop the requirement of the of the 150 tone. So let's see what will happen if I'm going to turn off the radio, just for the safety. And right now I'm going to inject the 160 Hz signal. Let me just find a hole. Okay, so I just injected the 160 Hz signal, and in that moment our radio should start to be received by the ISO. Okay, so I'm going to enable our radio. I'm on the loud setting and I press PTT on the ISO. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 radio check 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 radio check, and as you can hear, we are being received by the ISO, and we can talk back to the ISO and again tag from the 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 radio check. And if we want to go back to having only the opened by 150 tone, so we are going to go the counterclockwise, and I'm just going completely counterclockwise because I just want to do not inject any modulation. Okay, and I'm powering back the radio on the loud, and I'm pressing the PTT on the ISO. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 radio check, nothing. I'm going to the asterisk. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 radio check. As you can hear, everything is working. And now I'm going to grab the ISO is over here. I'm grabbing the other army radio that are sending the 150 Hz. I have to disable the volume on the ISO, and as you can see, it's opening the SQUELCH. It's opening the SQUELCH that you cannot open on by the ISO. So yes, that's how it looks like. That's how you can change your RT351 from the requirement of having the 150 tone by disabling the injecting on 160 Hz signal, or if you would like to remove that need and use only the carrier squelch, then you have to inject the signal, and the proper way of injecting presetting the level you have to find from the manual, or just by a trial and error by another unit. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that will help someone. See you next time, and bye bye.